It's a very Janome This or That Thursday this week. I'm Megan with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, and this week we are comparing the Janome Continental M7 to the brand spanking new Janome Continental M17. Both of these machines are pretty incredible for sewing. They are great for quilters, and the M17 actually has the capability to do embroidery as well. So let's dive right in. Something that I love about both of these machines is that they do have a brushless motor. So they're both made to last a good long while. They both have a needle plate that's really easy to remove. You just press your lock button, press the button on the screen, and bloop, up goes the needle plate. You don't have to struggle at all, which is great. They also both have the AccuFeed Flex system, which is a really good walking foot system, so that you have feed dogs on both the top and the bottom of your fabric. It has a motor that actually moves it instead of the needle just moving up and down to make it happen, and it turns out awesome. They both also come with a lot of goodies. However, the CM17 does actually come with even more. Now, if you're a quilter, something that you look for in a machine is you want a lot of space between the needle and the base of the machine. The CM17 is going to have about 13.8 inches, whereas the M7 is going to have just about 13. So, you do get a little bit more throat space with the CM17. The CM17 also has a different screen, you'll probably notice, because the CM17 has two of them, not just one. So, on the M7, there's actually a screen right here, and there's a little QR code that you can set up an app to pull up on the page and read it. On the CM17, it actually has the screen right here, and a little screen in the center, so that you can adjust your stitch width, stitch length, how hard your presser foot is pressing onto the fabric, all of that. And there is a different app that is basically like a manual for your machine instead of having to scan a QR code, which is really nice. Another plus that the CM17 has that the M7 does not is it actually has a stitch regulator. Woohoo! So if you're a quilter, one of the biggest things you probably like to do is going to be free motion quilting. And some of us that are just starting or don't have much patience to train ourselves how to, sometimes struggle with sometimes the stitches are this long, sometimes they're this long, sometimes they're this long when you're doing that free motion quilting. With the AccuStitch Regulator that comes with the CM17, it actually does the stitch regulation for you, so you don't have that struggle. Not only that, but it comes with 4 different feet for that stitch regulator: a closed toe, an open toe, an echo quilting foot, and a ruler foot. It is the first machine in the industry to actually come with a ruler foot for the AccuStitch Regulator, or a stitch regulator in general. It is not an off-brand foot or anything like that, and it is beautiful. I actually just made a bag using it, and it went so well. Mind you, there is a normal ruler foot for the M7 that's available. However, it does not do the stitch regulation, so it's nice to have that ability as well. Both of them do have the sewing application page as well, so you'll be able to do your patchwork piecing, you'll be able to tell it that you want to do ruler work and it'll make adjustments. However, using that stitch regulator, it really helps a lot. Something else that the CM17 has that the M7 does not is going to be embroidery. You'll probably notice that the CM17 has a pretty large footprint because the embroidery unit is huge. The embroidering area on this guy is going to be 18.1 by 11 inches. So it's a nice big hula hoop. So with that, you'll be able to do a whole lot of different embroidery projects as well as do the sewing that you know and love with your M7. With all of those features packed into one package, the CM17 has everything the M7 has and more. However, the M7 is just a great sturdy sewing only machine if that's what you're looking for as well. Both of them will go through bags very well, both of them will do quilting very well, both of them will even do garments very well. If you're in the market for a new machine, I definitely recommend checking out either one of these machines. They are very fun, they go very fast, which is always one of the best things when you're just sewing straight lines, is to just go whoop. So the CM17 goes 1,300 stitches per minute, and I believe the M7 does too. So that's really nice, at least on the sewing side. So, if you have any questions, as always, leave a comment below. We would love to show you guys these machines in the store. And as always, I will see you next week on another This or That Thursday.